How are you? Still, I know that one of you are affected by COVID. It's maybe 236, no? Abdullah Omi. So I feel that the student who is affected by COVID is uh, mentally under control, okay? And those who are not mentally okay, another thing, as I told you, every class, please be with us in this class. After the class, maybe hopefully you'll feel better, and hoping that you will get charged during this time, and we can have a very good time together during.
Sir,
Yeah.
in our next week, sir, there are so many sir lab submissions and quizzes, sir. Can you
Yes.
please kindly extend the assignment deadline to 1 week more, sir? It would be much more helpful, sir.
Okay. I'll discuss that one. Okay. At the end of the class. Okay.
Okay, sir.
No worry. Okay. So participation, then chat. Yeah. So other than that, I believe that everyone is quite okay, and I feel everything is still the attendance is not, because I'm waiting up to 100 is including me is 98. So I'm recording, so I'll start the class after that. Okay, so I want to show everything, and thank you very much, because all of you try to okay, let me share the screen. So today there is some like feedback query. So I have already given the feedback query to you, so please check those things. And from in even last class, actually I have seen that someone actually entered the class for 1 minute and then left. Okay, so please be with the like I cannot give the attendance if it is less than 30 minutes, okay? Because last class it was around around more than 100 minutes, okay? So those who are less than 30 minutes, please be careful. Otherwise, write down to me that what is the main like cause behind you that you are not present, okay? Because 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minutes, 6 minutes is not enough, okay? You just enter and give the feedback is not the case. At least you have to be 30 minutes, okay? I am just giving the less amount of time of the 30 minutes time, okay? But someone is more than the class time. I don't know that.
Sir, maybe there is some mistake. I joined more than 90 minutes in one time. In another time, I joined only 20 minutes.
Okay, maybe, yeah, because I put it, I don't know that maybe different, because you know that I got.
Maybe I got disconnected, then I connected
Yes.
again.
No worry, okay, because I got all the things from here. So it's showing all the datas, but sometime I whenever I put unique, so maybe you are using some different devices and other things. So like if you are okay, no worry, okay? So just communicate with me for better understanding, because otherwise if because I don't believe the machines are deal by the humans.
Yes,
So
sir.
please communicate with me.
I was connected always. I was attend all the class.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so those who are here in this, so just see the video, and otherwise those who are at the top, I really appreciate your attendance. There are so many. Okay, so thank you very much that at least you are there, and I appreciate your feedback as well, because I try to read all the feedbacks, and somebody is even give a later one, but I got the feedback things and I try to read those things, okay, as well. Okay, so for today's one, you can also check the things, and I try my level best to update all the things. Okay, so at least, okay, so discuss the quiz and assignment things at last. Okay, I'll try to check those, and during this time 100 students are there, so maybe let's start the class. So do you have any question? Another thing is that we have one This is actually like one channel, datacom network, data communication networking, Tripoli 18. Okay, one channel is there, and I have uploaded all the videos, even whatever videos I have shown to you, I have uploaded those things as well. Okay, so those things are there, the videos are there, but the thing is, please join the class in time and try to communicate with me, because this subject is really important for you as well. Because in near future, if you search what are the most salaried job in futures, and maybe you can find out that the top 5 jobs are related with networking, okay, or the internet or something like that. Okay, so it would be better if you can have some very basic ideas, because these are the tools. On top of these tools you have to work. Okay, so if you know these tools, you can do your research work, you can do your higher studies, you can do your jobs, you can do so many things. So please don't leave the class without understanding any like single word. Okay, and for me, I can show you that those who are thinking that sir, the class is not like a pandemic, I can show you that this is the class like channel for data communication network for Tripoli 17 last year. Okay, I have already 46 videos from first class to the last class. All the things are there. Okay, so even if I want, I can just share those recorded video to you and ask you to give me some question on other things. But I believe it's better to, I have all the videos from last year, even all the things, whatever I am sharing with you, all the things are there. Okay, so please, it's not like that seeing the videos and recording the videos. It should be the network between the teacher, between the coach, between the mentor and you individually, each of you. Okay, so try to make these things, otherwise all the things should be learned by yourself. Okay, so the future is really interconnected. Okay, so this is my I'm just saying that all the videos are here. Still we have 11 videos. I'm sharing the videos from the last class, and I have shown the packet tails as well. So today I also want to start some of the videos. I put it here. So is it okay? Is it clear to you? Please communicate with me even
Yes, sir.
through so many mediums. Like we have Facebook. Okay, then here every time I'm just saying that please be with nobody. There is no scene, even nobody cares about my post. Okay, but I did my responsible things. So I am working here. I am also working in the class. I check each and every things. I am also working in the feedback. So communicate with me through any of the things where you feel comfortable. Okay, but make yourself understand the topic. This is the main goal. Okay, so this is the
Sorry, sir. We regularly follow your Facebook posts, but today we had a lab from 2:30 p.m. So
no, worry. I'm not asking that you have to give me reply. I'm just saying that please be connected. And whenever I couldn't see any comments and other things, I am feeling very happy that you understood everything. Okay, so if you have any query and other things, please communicate with me. That's my main reason. Okay, no, I'm not saying that please write down anything. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, so let's start. The today's class is 5:23. So I believe that 5:23. So in our last class, actually, we are talking about some of the media, and I have shown some of the videos as well. And as I told you that most of the cases, the network started with the DSL, ADSL, these kind of terms are there. Please remember this kind of terms, because in the interview board, maybe you will be asked about these terms. What is backbone? What is ISP? What is modem, DSL, cable, broadband? These kind of terms. Please make yourself very comfortable without thinking anything. Just visualize the things and you can give the answer. Okay, so DSL, last time we know that how the DSL or asynchronous digital subscriber line was there. Then we know about the cable connections. Also, we know about the broadband connections. Then we know about the Ethernet, and afterwards we know about little bit about simple things. What the wireless LAN. Okay, and in between we know the cable connection. One is twisted pair. So we have 8 cables, and each of the cables has white like cables, white color cables. So those white color cables are twisted so that the magnetic effect can be cancelled out. Okay, so those are connected through the to the ground actually. Okay, so we can easily neglect those grounding effect. Okay, there is, because within the cable we have the sinusoidal waves moving in and out with very high speed, like 10 Mbps, like per second, some like 100 like mega. Okay, 100 megabit. Okay, so are passing. So it's very speedy because of the very speedy things, plus minus things. So there are magnetic effect. So those magnetic effect can cause some noises within the cable. So physical phenomena are there. Okay, so because of that we are thinking about that. And last time we also know about the coaxial cables and the fiber optic, and you know the fiber optic works with the critical angles. So like refractive index, then the critical angles, and within the fiber optics that the data will moves, and those those light will carry the bit. Okay, so in electrical line, so we have to send a 0101. So 0101 means we have to send the data through the analog cases. So if you have 0, that time we will have the analog signal. If the things are not 0, we have like the carrier, like if you can see the carrier signal. So 0101, how the 0101 will work, something like that. So some portion is there, then 0, then another portion is there, then 0. Okay, so we know that this is 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 0. So we know from the telecommunications. Okay, so actually this is happening in our cases as well. Okay, so this is the way we are sending the data, and in light form we'll send light or will not send the light. Okay, so if you send light means 1, if there is no light means 0. Okay, sending light, no light, sending light, no light. So with that actually we can send the digital signal. Okay, but digital does not mean, but because within the fiber optic the light will move. Okay, whether there is light or not, with that signal we can code or decode, and whether the carrier signal is there or not, with that code we can decode, or whether the carrier signal is more frequency or less frequency. If it is 1, then more frequency is there. If it is 0, less frequency, more, less, more, less. That time we actually modify the carrier signal by frequency modulation. Okay, so like FM. So in the FM band, FM radio, actually frequency is there, very high frequency and very low frequency. Very low frequency means 0 and high frequency means 1. Okay, 0 means whenever you'll decode, so 0 means -5, high means +5, and we'll start the circuit like that way. So this is very simple phenomenon. Please try to make these things very casual in your brain, so that you don't have to think about the how everything work. Okay, so don't be confused that whether coaxial cable or fiber optics or twisted pair, everything is a media for electron. Okay, so don't ask me that how the electron will move in the fiber optic. Electron will not move in the fiber optic. Will regenerate the electron like from the receiver, will modulate something, and at the like demodulate, okay, a demultiplexing is there. So with that, we regenerate everything in our devices, okay, receiving end. Okay, so this is the case. Don't be confused here. But if you have any question, query, please don't forget to ask me. Okay, so this is the wireless LAN and other things. So today, actually, I'll discuss about the packet things again. So before that, I believe that it will be very easier for you to watch another video, and this video is little bit older. It will published by like a movie from Ericsson company. Okay, let me share the screen with the sound. So it will be very interesting for you that how the it looks like that it's a movie. So it's presented by Ericsson, okay, in very long before. Okay? I'm just going on nothing. So I make it faster because it's a little bit slower. So how the packet is working?
For the first time in history, people and machinery are working together, realizing a dream. A uniting force that knows no geographical boundaries without regard to race, creed, or color. A new era where communication truly brings people together. This is the dawn of the net. Want to know how it works? Click here to begin your journey into the net. Now, exactly what happened when you clicked on that link? You started a flow of information. This information travels down into your own personal mailroom, where Mr. IP packages it, labels it, and sends it on its way. Each packet is limited in its size. The mailroom must decide how to divide the information and how to package it. Now, the package needs a label containing important information, such as sender's address, receiver's address, and the type of packet it is. Because this particular packet is going out onto the internet, it also gets an address for the proxy server, which has a special function, as we'll see later. The packet is now launched onto your local area network, or LAN. This network is used to connect all the local computers, routers, printers, etc. for information exchange within the physical walls of the building. The LAN is a pretty uncontrolled place, and unfortunately, accidents can happen. The highway of the LAN is packed with all types of information. These are IP packets, Novell packets, Apple Talk packets. They're going against traffic, as usual. The local router reads the address and, if necessary, lifts the packet onto another network. The router, a symbol of control in a seemingly disorganized world.
Oops, sorry about that. Let's put this one here, this one here. This one's here, this one's here. I don't like this one. Let's go with this one. Let's go here. Let's go with this one here. Another channel here. Let's put that one here. Let's put that one here.
There he is, systematic, uncaring, methodical, conservative, and sometimes not quite up to speed.
Sorry.
But at least he is exact, for the most part.
That's one was there, that was there, that was there, and this one was there. Another one was there, that was there. He's one was there, that was there, he was there, almost there.
As the packets leave the router, they make their way into the corporate intranet and head for the router switch. A bit more efficient than the router switch plays fast and loose with IP packets, deftly routing them along their way. A digital pinball wizard, if you will.
Here we go. Here comes another one. And it's another. Watch this, Mom. Here goes. Whoop, around the back. Hey, in there. Over the left, over the right, over the left, over the right. You got it. Here it comes. Right on. He shoots. He scores. It's going. Hey, wait. Here, watch out. Here comes another one. Oh, here we go. And it's gone.
As packets arrive at their destination, they're picked up by the network interface, ready to be sent to the next level. In this case, the proxy. The proxy is used by many companies as sort of a middleman in order to lessen the load on their internet connection. and for security reasons as well. As you can see, the packets are all of various sizes, depending upon their content. The proxy opens the packet and looks for the web address, or URL. Depending upon whether the address is acceptable, the packet is sent on to the internet. There are, however, some addresses which do not meet with the approval of the proxy, that is to say, corporate or management guidelines. These are summarily dealt with. We'll have none of that. For those who make it, it's on the road again. Next up, the firewall. The corporate firewall serves two purposes. It prevents some rather nasty things from the internet from coming into the intranet, and it can also prevent sensitive corporate information from being sent out onto the internet. Once through the firewall, a router picks up the packet and places it onto a much narrower road, or bandwidth, as we say. Obviously, the road is not broad enough to take them all. Now you might wonder what happens to all those packets which don't make it along the way. Well, when Mr. IP doesn't receive an acknowledgement that a packet has been received in due time, he simply sends a replacement packet. We are now ready to enter the world of the internet. A spider web of interconnected networks which span our entire globe. Here, routers and switches establish links between networks. Now, the net is an entirely different environment than you'll find within the protected walls of your LAN. Out here, it's the Wild West. Plenty of space, plenty of opportunities, plenty of things to explore and places to go. Thanks to very little control and regulation, new ideas find fertile soil to push the envelope of their possibilities. But because of this freedom, certain dangers also lurk. You'll never know when you'll meet the dreaded ping of death. A special version of a normal request ping, which some idiot thought up to mess up unsuspecting hosts. The path our packets take may be via satellite, telephone lines, wireless, or even transoceanic cable. They don't always take the fastest or shortest routes possible, but they will get there, eventually. Maybe that's why it's sometimes called the worldwide wait. But when everything is working smoothly, you can circumvent the globe 5 times over at the drop of a hat, literally, and all for the cost of a local call or less. Near the end of our destination, we'll find another firewall. Depending upon your perspective as a data packet, the firewall could be a bastion of security or a dreaded adversary. It all depends on which side you're on and what your intentions are. The firewall is designed to let in only those packets that meet its criteria. This firewall is operating on ports 80 and 25. All attempts to enter through other ports are closed for business. Port 25 is used for mail packets, while port 80 is the entrance for packets from the internet to the web server. Inside the firewall, packets are screened more thoroughly. Some packets make it easily through customs, while others look just a bit dubious. Now, the firewall officer is not easily fooled, such as when this ping of death packet tries to disguise itself as a normal ping packet.
It's okay, Norm. It's okay. No problem. Have a nice day. Be out of here. Bye.
For those packets lucky enough to make it this far, the journey is almost over. It's just a line up on the interface to be taken up into the web server. Nowadays, a web server can run on many things, from a mainframe to a webcam to the computer on your desk. Why not your refrigerator? With a proper setup, you can find out if you have the makings for chicken cacciatore or if you have to go shopping. Remember, this is the dawn of the net. Almost anything's possible. One by one, the packets are received, opened, and unpacked. The information they contain, that is, your request for information, is sent on to the web server application. The packet itself is recycled, ready to be used again, and filled with your requested information. addressed, and sent out on its way back to you. Back past the firewall, routers, and on through to the internet. Back through your corporate firewall. And onto your interface. Ready to supply your web browser with the information you requested. That is, this film. Pleased with their efforts and trusting in a better world, our trusty data packets ride off blissfully into the sunset of another day, knowing fully they have served their masters well. Now, isn't that a happy ending?
Yes. I believe that there are so many like new kind of terms are there, but I want to show you that how the packets are moving from one place to another place. And there are so many new kind of words: proxy, IP address, port, socket, firewalls. And I believe that after this course, I'll let you try to like make you understand those kind of words as well. Okay, even if you don't understand, maybe we can also cover in the next semester as well, because the internet is a system, total system. As a basic ideas, if I move one by one definition, it would be very boring. So because of that, I just try to show some of this kind of like complete package, complete internet, so that you can connect the pitch, each of the pitch, like what is the packet, what is the cable connection, and other things, so that you can feel that yes, ultimately after this course or after this 2 semester, we'll be able to understand the whole things. Okay, so try to note down those what the keywords. Okay, but I believe that you could understand what is what had been shown over there. Do you have any question regarding the video? Because I'll show some of them one by one, because so that my word and other things can be communicated easily. Okay, so you have one question, please ask me. Who?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, this is so fun. It's
Haruna.
interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, sir, does this happen in some seconds? Because it is a lot of.
Oh, yes. Let me, very fantastic question, because I should give you these things. Okay, so if you think that the internet is one, what is my pen? 1 Mbps. Okay, Mbps. So PS means per second. Okay, it's mean per second. So per second, 1 MB, this should be a small b. So if it is small Mbps, that means what? 1 to the 10 to the power 6 per second. So 10 to the power 6 beat per second is happening over there. So you can easily get in 1 second how much data will be there. Okay, so sorry. In one data, how much second will be there? One data will be 10 to the power minus 6 second. That means in microsecond. So if your internet is faster, like 1 Mbps bandwidth, that means all the thing happens in microsecond. Is it clear, Haruna?
Yes, sir, it is clear. Thank you.
Yeah, so it's really fast, and I told you that it's really fast, and this is the main, the movie is very slow. Even I make it 1.5 times faster, but it's very slow, but all the thing happen in microsecond level nowadays. Nowadays it's more than that, because in your mobile phone you are using 10 Mbps speed sometimes. Okay, so it's really high speed things. Very nice question. I forgot to mention that. Sorry, no.
Yes, thank you.
Any
Yes,
question
thank you.
from anyone?
Oh, sir, yes. Does it that mean when our internet is so low, does it that mean our IMPS is so slow? Our MPS.
MPS is slow.
Yes, sir. Does it that
Yeah,
mean?
because okay, so ask me this same question at the end of the class, because today we'll discuss about those things as well. Okay, the slow, what makes it slow, what do you mean by speed, bandwidth, and those kind of words. Okay, ask me the same question at the end of the class if you don't understand. Okay, the
Okay.
slow means what. Okay, so we'll discuss about those things today. But do you have any question? Sir, I get disconnected, too bad. Okay, so no worry. Okay, so please join here. If you are disconnected, please connect again, because the session is recorded. But ask me question if you have. So let me process to today's class. So already we know that we have packet things. Okay, let me make it bigger. So this is last things. So this is for the today's class. So just think, this is actually our, so last class we know this equation as well. What is that equation? One equation should be there, L over R, L over R. So we learned that equations. Okay, L over R was there. What is that? Yeah, over there we know that if the length of the packet is L bits, okay, L bits, and if the transmission rate is R bit per second, then the transmission delay should be L over R. Okay, this is straightforward. That means bit will cut, say L over R second will be there, and we know this transmission rate is nothing but the bandwidth. Just know the term, this is like a bandwidth. Okay, so today actually we'll talk little bit more about those things. Okay, so if L bit per packet is there, so L bit per L is the length of the packet, and each of the packet has like each of the this is, just think that this is nothing but a bucket. So bucket size, each of the bucket can accommodate L liter. Okay, so L bit per packet. So these are the packet, or these are the bucket. So those can accommodate L bit or L liter. Okay, so these are the bucket things. Okay, so we have one bucket at the router. This is actually our router, and this is our destination. So takes L over R second to transmit, push out, L over R to push out from one place to another place. From here to here, another L over R will be there. So L bit packet into link at R BPS. So R bit per second. BPS means R bit per second. Okay, so this is the speed. That means speed means this bucket, this packet should be, or here the bucket should be empty, and through the link this bucket should be like fill up. Okay, just think this is a water, 1 liter of water, so this should be empty and this should be up. So this empty and up is the speed is what? RBPS. That means your pipeline, the water pipeline is RBPS. So if the water pipeline is bigger, if the RBPS is bigger, so this empty and fill up will be faster. If the pipeline is very narrow, it will be slower. This is straightforward. Okay, so here what happened to the destination, all the packet, this packet cannot be sent unless this places is empty. So number 1 should be empty, it should be coming here, and that time number 2 will be fill up here, and that one will come here, and during that time it will come to this place. Okay, so in the internet everything is moving this way, and this is actually known as store and forward. That means this bucket, this packet will store the data, and it will be forward to another place, then it will store again, then forward to another place. Okay, so if the packet size is L bits, whole L bits should be downloaded at the router. Then the router will say, yes, I have received the L bit packet, send me the next one. Then it will send the next one. Okay, so otherwise if the packet is not L bit perfectly received at the router, the next packet will not be coming. It will say that please send it again. Okay, please send it again. So the packet will be sent again if there is some loss. Okay, so this is the case. So it called store and forward. That means entire packet must arrive at the router before it can be transmitted on the next link. That means entire packet should be filled up to here, then it should be coming to here, okay? Then at the destination as well, it will say that in first it will receive the entire packet, then it will say that yes, I have received the entire packet, send me the next one, okay? So this is the case that in this internet we have acknowledgement. Every time we have acknowledgement, okay? So this store and forward mechanism is over there. So what is store and forward? That means entire packet must be arrived at any point, okay? Then it will be sent to the next one, okay? So it's called store and forward. During the next semester wireless communication, not wireless, delay tolerant communication, that time we'll study store, carry, and forward, okay? So in the mobile network, there will be some router, they will store the data, then carry, then forward the data, okay? So mobile network can move. So store, carry, forward will be there. So here store and forward is there. So in this scenario, the end-to-end delay, that means from this end to this end-to-end delay is 2 LR. 2 LR, because here we have one delay, then here we have another delay. If you assume other delays are 0, okay? So only RPS, that means we need two times from here to here, here to here. So if we have more router, there will be more delay. So design the things this way. So from America to your computer, if you click YouTube video from YouTube server to your computer, if the link is only one, even there is no router, maybe you will get 100% Mbps. If there is so many routers, so many ISPs, so many things, there will be some delays. Okay, this is the case. So here, due to the one router, we have 2 LR. If you have more, we will have more. So one step numerical example is that if you have 7.5 mbits, okay, megabits, 7.5 megabits, and if this bandwidth is 1 Mbps, that means the pipe can send the water, send the data 1 Mbps per second. That means we need 5 seconds to transmit the data. This is straightforward, okay? For that reason, I didn't ask. This is straightforward. I believe that you understood what is store carry.
So one small question, sir.
Yes.
So what is this one hop transmission delay? One hop, what does it mean? Yes.
So where you get the hop?
I just it's written here. So one hop transmission delay equals to 5 seconds. You're saying that is just the one delay? Yes,
yes,
sir,
because I want to teach this hop during the wireless networking. So
okay,
in next semester, but you get the one hop thing, okay? So what do do you know the meaning of hop?
Yes, sir. Lafan.
Yes, sir.
Lafan, okay. So, can you give me one example of one animal that actually
Rabbit, sir. Rabbit.
Another
Kangaroo.
not walk. They cannot walk. They hop.
So
I think you want us to say frog.
Oh, frog.
No, I want to hear kangaroo.
I told kangaroo, sir. I've been telling kangaroo.
So kangaroo actually hop, okay? Frog maybe walk. Rabbit may walk, but most of the cases kangaroo actually
Kangaroos. Yes.
hop. Okay, so hop means what? Like, just look that if it is wireless, most of the cases is said wireless. So hop means one place to, because just think that this router is in a longer place. Okay, it's not in a shorter distance. So if you have one, sorry, if you have one destination here, one node is here, another node is there, another node is here. In between, you have some places. But if you if you don't walk rather than jump is actually called hop. Okay, so in between, maybe you have more destination, but your data is now destined to this router. Okay, router 1. So we call from here to next destination is one hop, then another destination is another hop. Okay, so data actually move like your envelope. In the envelope, it is written some of the addresses. Okay, whenever the addresses is there, so if it is written like from Saudi Arab, some letter is coming to Bangladesh, then Gazipur, then IUT. So first it should come to Bangladesh, then it will not move to any of the district. Rather than it will move to Gazipur, then it will not move to any of the doors. Rather than it will move to IUT. So the letters came from Saudi Arab to your IUT by 3 hop. Okay, it's just moving. Okay, so this is actually called hop. I don't know who is asking the question.
Yes, sir. I'm Tasin, sir. 314, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you have any question?
Yes, sir. I have asked this question, sir, but I have one small clarification, sir, that I need, sir. So, sir, like in this case, sir, when I divide L by R, how are we ensuring that it is only one hop? Because there is only one R.
No. It's said that because here we have 2 hops already said, but within 1 hop it takes 5 seconds. So for the end-to-end connection in this example, it should be 10 seconds.
Okay, sir. All right, sir. I understand, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
So it is L by R. So only 1 hop, like from here to here, is 5 seconds. So all together it should be another 5. So because this is a simple arithmetic example, okay, Patigonit. Is it clear? I believe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is clear, sir. Thank you, sir.
Any question? So sometime maybe because you know that I am also learning, okay, because the internet is evolving. So sometime I am also, because this kind of question is asked by you, sometime new to me as well. Okay, so I try to give the answer within my understanding as well. Okay, but if it is too complicated, we can discuss it even next class. Okay, so I have to study and then can give you the thing.
No,
So
sir,
I
this
believe.
is perfect, sir. I'm satisfied.
Fantastic,
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Fantastic, because you know that internet, it's not this much simple. Okay, so because of that, still the thousands and millions of researchers are working.
Yes,
believe me,
Yes, sir.
they are working, and it's not that much simple. The internet is started a long time before, maybe around 90s, but still the research is going on. Okay, so let me move to the next slide. Okay, so next slide, actually we are talking about the queuing delay and loss. Okay, so there are the packets during the packet switching, there are 2 kind of disadvantage, there are 2 kind of challenges. Okay, we can say these kind of things are challenges because we cannot say the disadvantage things anymore. Okay, there are 2 kind of challenges, and the researchers are trying their level best, okay, sleepless nights to reduce this kind of, like, give some opportunity for the consumer to reduce the challenges. Okay, so one challenge is known as delay, queuing delay. Another challenge is known as loss. Okay, so if there are 2 kind of things. If the arrival rate in bits, so arrival rate is this arrival rate, I don't know whether I can this arrival rate, sorry, where's my pen? So this arrival rate, so this arrival rate is a technical word. Okay, sorry for my circle. So this arrival rate is a technical word. Please remember these things. Okay, arrival rate means any node. Okay, any node, whenever the packets will become, we call this one as rate. Okay, so arrival rate is the Mbps things. Okay, so arrival rate to the link exceed the transmission rate of the link period. So during this time, there can be too much things can be happening. Like, think about your computer generate 100 Mbps. So it's generating 100 Mbps, but your link is 1.5 Mbps. Think about your mobile phone. So in your computer, it is 100 Mbps, but the Grameen phone support very small, 1 Mbps. During that time, what happened? You want to supply, you become the Dhaka Wasa, like the water supply. Okay, so you make a very big pipeline, but the main pipeline is very small. Okay, so during that time, there can be 2 things. Your data, you are generating huge amount of data in your computer, in your mobile phone. You in your home, you have two computer. So you are playing games. Okay, so in your router, every data is coming from blue, from red. Two computers' data are coming. Okay, so those data should be moved through the link. So before moving, you have to give the address and other things, making packets and so many things you have to do. So to do those things, you need some processing time. Okay, so packet will be queue and wait to be wait to be transmitted on the link. This is one thing. So packet queuing is there. So packet queuing is queue because we need a empty of the transmission line. Otherwise, you cannot send. Okay, you cannot send the two data together because it's a TDM. Okay, TDM means time division multiplexing. So we need a slot to send the data. So that slot is also there. Okay, very complicated thing. So we need a queue. So if the queue is well enough to handle the queue data, this is fantastic. If the transmission line, other things are not well enough, well managed, that time there can be some loss. So we said that packet loss. So because of the packet loss, even in the internet, some you can see that web page is coming, downloading, web page is showing. Suddenly there is nothing. You have to press refresh. Okay, refresh button because the packet has been lost after 10%. So you have to refresh. Okay, even if you try to download a movie, so 99.9% have been downloaded. Only 0.1% is not there, lost. Can you watch the movie?
No, sir.
Yes, because all the packets are there, then, and they reformulate all the things. Even at the end, for 0.01%, at the end, electricity gone. Then if you don't have the download manager, so during that time, if you need to restart everything from the very beginning. Okay, so this is actually what happened, that we have the packet loss. Okay, so these two things are the main challenge we have to think. Okay, is it clear from this?
Yes, sir.
From this packet queue and loss, I'll discuss a little bit more. I'll also show a little bit more in some videos as well. Okay, so is it clear? Otherwise, ask me question. Okay, let me show another things, because this kind of graph, actually I took it from this book. I showed this book at the very beginning. So I'll send this book in the material section. So I have covered most of the introduction part. Okay, so you can see these kind of figures. So I took it from the book. So you can see these kind of things. So I took it from the book. So those who are interested, please check this kind of things. But I told you before that I read the books because after my PhD, whenever I buy the book, most of the cases what happened, people used to read the table of content, that in these books we have chapter 1 computer network and internet, then chapter 2 application layer or something. Nowadays, whenever I buy the book or I have collected the book, I actually not read the table of content, rather than I read the index, because index means keyword. If I understand keyword, I know that this book is not enough for my thrust, for my hunger. Okay, so I need the keyword so that I can search in the internet my real book and I can go. So index is my things. So I know this is backbone area, bandwidth, everything is there. So I can read only one things from here, but this is not enough for me. Okay, so I want more. So because of that, this bandwidth, like this kind of things, like I'll advise you to read down this kind of index. Okay, so this book I'll give it to you over there. So these kind of figures and examples are from there. I don't know that whether I follow exactly the books way or not. I just try to clear you whatever I understood. Okay, as an electrical engineer, understanding the computer things. Okay, so I believe that you also need those things, because those books are for the computer engineers. So we don't need that much deep things. Rather than we want to build the network designer. So I try to explain all the thing from the designing perspective. Okay. So let me step forward. So as I told you before, there are packet loss and packet delay. So delay, how loss and delay occur, there is no question, but just think, packet queue in router, like packet queues in routers buffer. Okay, so what is buffer? Can anyone tell me what is buffer? What is buffer? Anyone? Yeah.
The buffer, that is in terms of this networking, sir, or in general, sir?
In general.
Sir, buffer is something that balances any kind of change or shift from what is normal.
Okay, so can you see the this figure and tell me the buffer things?
Yes,
okay, so have you seen the buffering word?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, in YouTube, sir, in like 2011 or 2012.
Okay, so in what? 20?
Sir, 2011 or 2012, in that time. Sir, it was like a loading, then buffering, and then the video plays.
Okay, because you can. Why you say 2012?
Because sir, after that, sir, I didn't face such things, sir.
No, sir, I was not that fortunate, sir. I did face it. Sir.
Yes,
I still
yes,
face
because,
it, sir.
yeah, because you didn't get chance, because your device become improved. You expend you buy very expensive devices, and because of that, you can face the things. Okay, so
yes,
buffer,
sir. Actually, sir, tested it in Nokia N95, sir. Very old.
No. Buffering
That's
is
a very
also
good
there,
phone.
okay?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
buffering is nothing but a temporary memory. Okay, so for our case, for internet case, so buffer is like a temporary memory. So what happened in YouTube, actually during the YouTube, what happened, like now you're watching my video. So what happened, whenever you are watching in like mobile phone or mobile device or in your computer, I have four screen. Otherwise, most of you have only one screen. That means in one time you will see only one application. So whenever you watch a movie, actually what happened, you will not think about what is happening background. Okay, so in YouTube they have 20-second buffer. Okay, 20-second buffer time means it will download 20-second movie. 20-second movie, it is depends upon the speed. So depending upon your speed, it will think about 5 seconds, 20 seconds, 1 minute, or so on. Okay, so it will buffer, it will collect all the data from the internet in 20 seconds. Then in the screen, it will start the video. Then you can see these 20-second things in your screen. During this time, it will buffer next 20 seconds. Okay, so whenever you can finish seeing the 19-second things, it will give you the next 20 seconds, and then it will buffer another 20 seconds. So what happened at the very beginning, the video started little bit late. Afterwards, you cannot find out any delay, because in the background, actually it's working. Okay, so the buffer is depending upon your memory, your mobile phone or your device memory, or your speed. If your memory is very big, okay, that time the buffer will be more. If the speed is very big, so 1 minute buffer means you'll see very speedy things. So at the very beginning, if you want to download a HD quality, that time the buffer needs more. So depending upon your, if you put auto quality, so that time what I mean, auto quality means depending upon your speed, it will resize the buffer, then resize the quality, resize the packet, everything. So the YouTube does actually all the things, and because of that, you cannot see those things. Okay, so in the same manner, is it clear? The buffer, whatever I said.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is it, if it is clear, then I can clear. So this router, in your router, it has buffered. Okay, in your router, the packet first came. Okay, So packet first came, then whenever the packet is there, then router can see that yes, this is for YouTube, this is for Zoom, this is for Facebook, and so on. Okay, so it will move all the things from the router. Okay, so router has some buffer. So if you buy a very expensive router, you will have very big buffer. Okay, so buffer means a temporary memory. So if you switch off, it will off everything. It's not like hard disk. Okay, so in the router buffer, packet arrival rate, arrival, I told you that it's a technical word, to the link temporarily exit output link capacity. That time actually the packet queue happen. Okay, packet queues in the router buffer, packet arrival rate is if it is exceed, okay, that time actually the queue happen. So if there is queue, packet should wait for its turn. Okay, this is actually the thing. So this is the white space is the like free available buffer, arriving packet drops loss if no buffer is there. So if there is no buffer, and if the computer is sending data in the router, this is the router, this is the router, the circular things are router. So we have to think about the delay. So packet queuing delays is there, transmission delays are there. Okay, so these 3 or 4 things are there. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Thank you. No question maybe. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, otherwise ask me question, I'll show you something. So from this 47 slide and 48 slide, I'll show you those 4 delays things. Okay, previously you know the 4 delays. One is processing delay, then queuing delay, then transmission delay, and propagation delay. I'll discuss this 4 in this 2 slide. So write down this red line. Okay, processing delay means nodal processing, queuing delay means delay queue, queuing delays. Then you have to write transmission delay and propagation delay, but try to know all the terms. Somebody says, sir, Ashraful.
Yes, sir.
Somebody asked me question.
No, sir. I just unmuted myself.
It was me.
Oh, okay. Please, Haruna.
So sometimes if I'm watching a video, it will indicate buffering. So I said sometimes if I'm watching video, it will indicate buffering. So this means buffering, it will store some percentage of the data.
Exactly.
Then if the internet is slow, then it will use this data to speed up the connection, right? Is it the same?
Not speed of the connection, because whenever you want to watch the movie, so it's very complicated. Okay, so let me give a white presentation screen. Okay, white screen. So it's because whenever you want to see a movie, you want real time without any break. It should be continuous, isn't it? What is Haruna?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so whenever you want to watch a movie, it should be continuous. But whenever you want to check a chat or check a email, it should not be continuous. Okay, so there can be slow, you don't bother. But whenever you want to hear some music or want to see some video, that time you want it very breakless. It should be continuous. Okay, so to make the consumer satisfied, what the device do, what the YouTube or the device software is, what they are doing, whenever you click a video, it will not show you then and then, okay, instantly. Okay, so rather than it will buffer the data back in a background way and send it back to you, because your line is very slow. So because of that, within your device, it will buffer maybe 1 minute data, okay, before showing you. So it will start after 1 minute, then show you. So whenever you'll see, now you're watching 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, after 40 seconds, it will buffer, because whenever you are watching, during this time, it is also downloading. Okay, so whenever you become 40 seconds, during that time, it will send you the next data. So to you, it's become a continuous data, because in the background, it is downloading all the things. At the very beginning, it makes the instant like transient things. Afterwards, for you, it's it's a continuous, and you are watching all the thing continuous, but in a very sophisticated manner. The way I told you that the way the network engineer is making those things. So here, of course, your router should be store these things, your device should store these things, there should be some space. So the data engineer, they have to think about this. Okay, so I feel that
Yes, sir.
I make you understood.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so any question? Somewhere in your area, load shedding. Okay, so don't worry, the video is there. So in the packet delay, there are 4 kind of delay. Okay, so before moving in detail, just look at here. So we have nodal processing delay. Nodal processing delay means from here, from node to the router till here we have some delay. Okay, so that means we need to make each of the packet, we have to size the packet, we have to make the envelope, we have to make the envelope first. So because of that, sorry, now because of that we need some processing. So this is one kind of delay. Then we have the queuing delay. So if it is not empty, the node should stay within the router. So we have queuing delay. This is the second one, the queuing delay. Then from the queue, you have to know the speed of the transmitter. So from the router to your modem to your ISP. So from there, from your computer through the router is the data, whenever data is moved, is known as the transmission delay. So this is the transmission. Afterwards, whenever it is within the, because in the transmission delay, if the media is Ethernet means that RJ45, that twisted pair cable. So that time you have to think about something. If the media is wireless, the transmission delay will be a little bit more, because you have to modulate all the things to the RF signal. If it is fiber optic, so you have to modulate all the things to the fiber optic. So this is actually transmission delay for that. And propagation means through the wire. If it is fiber optics, the propagation delay will be very fast. If it is wireless, the propagation delay will be very slow, because so many noises are there. So these 4 terms are there. So total nodal delay from one node to another node, we have 4 kind of delay. Please remember, processing like proc, then queuing delay, transmission delay, propagation delay. So this transmission delay and propagation delays are different, though sorry, now these things I have to remove, sorry. So though in electrical distribution, transmission and propagations are little bit similar, but in wireless it is little bit different. Okay, so is it clear? Where is my mouse? Okay, is it clear? So nodal processing means what? Check the bit error. So bit error means in your digital electronics, you know, in your digital electronics. So this is a digital bit, something will be there. At the last, we have the parity code. So at the last, we have the parity code. We have to check the bit error, the parity code or 0, 1, something. Okay. So the coding, okay, coding, decoding, encoding things, codes are there. So those things should be checked in the nodal processing, then determine the output link, then typically within the millisecond. So all these delays are within the millisecond. Okay. So this is nodal processing. Second one is queuing delay, time waiting at the output link for transmission, output link for the transmission. That means at the router, we have the queue, we have the buffer. So here we have the RAM before going out, like sitting at the bus station, like that way. Okay, depends on the congestion level of the router. Okay, so how much time it will take depending upon the buffer, depending upon the total things. Okay, then move to the next slide, is called transmission delay. Transmission delay means a packet length. So packet length bits. So transmission delay, already we know that L over R. So transmission delay is L over R. Okay, so this is transmission delay. propagation delay is totally physical phenomenon. As I told you, that if the length is physical length, d, and s is the propagation speed of the media, so propagation delay means d over s in the same manner. Okay, so d over s is there. So this is actually propagation delay. But remember here that transmission delay and propagation delays are different in networking. So there are 4 delays: processing, queuing, transmission, propagation. I believe you understood. It is, I'll show you some videos, but I believe you understood.
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Any question? Any question? Please. No. Very passive. It's very fast. Okay, whenever you said, okay, within fraction of a second, everybody said no question, no question. Yes, one have some question. Someone has some question. I don't know. He said, I have question. Okay, so I am moving to the next one. Packet loss. Okay, so already you know that anything, if there is any delay is exceed within the limit, okay, that time we will have the packet loss. Okay, so this is a straightforward things. Whenever the packet will be lost, the packet creator, okay, packet creator will resend the data. So packet creator will not, because if you see this one, what I mean, like I am showing here like a empty and fulfill. Other in normal cases, what happened, like in your that video, it's not like that, but it shows that whenever the packet is moving, the one copy of the packet is remain in the source. Okay, and the router will download all the packet together. Whenever the packets receive fulfill, that 100% receive is there, that time the router will say that yes, I have received all the things, you may delete. Okay, so that time the source will delete this one from its packet. Okay, otherwise it should be there. Okay, so during that time, even you can see that in your Chrome browser there are so many cache memory and temporary files are there, because and sometime there are some options that you can delete the RAM, delete the temporary cache, okay, or memory. You can clean the memory. So those things are there because there are duplicate of data. Whenever you want to send the data, there are one duplicate data are there. If there is not successful, the data should be moved again. Also, whenever you are downloading, sometimes the 99% or 50% is there, electricity is gone, so the data will move again. Okay, sometime is there. So the sophisticated things are going on underground. So in the network, what you are seeing, my video, my face, is the last option of the movie. But making a movie can take 1 year and so many person. So at the end of the movie, you can see so many names, okay, so many thousand names. Because whenever I I moved to the movie theater and watch the movie, me and my wife, I said that please stay, come cool, you can see our names as well, because so many names is coming and coming. Okay, and scroll, okay, and the name, if it is Star Wars, the name will be very sophisticated. Okay, so believe me, those things are there. Okay, so packet loss means So packet loss means if anything exceed, that time we will have the loss. So buffer queue proceeding link in buffer has finite capacity. So if arriving is full queue, that time it will be dropped. Okay, lost of the data. Loss of the data means it should be retransmitted from the previous node, okay, by source to the end system, not all. Okay, so from the source will regenerate all the things. So if I want to watch a video, if it is dropped, then I will ask the YouTube to resend it again. I will not ask the router to resend it again, because router will not generate the data. The YouTube will generate the data. Okay, so here I am the client, YouTube is the server. Server means who will serve. Okay, I am just using the term server means who will serve. I am the client. So till here, is it clear? Do you have any question? Maybe I need one break, and I'll show you one simple video. Then I want to finish it very quickly. And I want to, I want to show this TDM and SDM a little bit. This is a review things, but I want to show some animation for you, those who have some confusion. Not
network.
Okay, so
Multiple signals are combined together and thus travel simultaneously over one link. Thus, the purpose of multiplexing is about sharing. TDM is transmitting different users' digital signals over one link or one media by dividing time into slots or intervals and assigning them equally among these different users. Let's look at one example. Suppose there are 3 different users to send their data. At the transmission end, the multiplexer divides time into different segments, which we call time slots or intervals, and assign them equally. They can be sent simultaneously. At the receiving end, the demultiplexer separates them. The main feature of TDM is equality. Every user is allocated with the same amount of time, but equality is not efficient in many situations. For example, some users may have more data or higher priority than others. Giving the same amount of time regardless of their need and priority is not cost-effective. That's why we need a new method, statistical TDM, or simply statistical multiplexing. Statistical multiplexing analyzes statistics related to the workload, need, or priority, and it determines on the fly how much time each user should get. Let's take a look at the same example, but this time the user B has more data to send or has higher priority than both user A and user C. The multiplexer decides to give user B most time slots and the least time slots to the user A. Compared with the time division multiplexing, we can say statistical multiplexing is more efficient and more in control. FDM is a different multiplexing technique. It deals with analog signals, not digital signals. Look at this example. 3 different users are sending their data over the same channel. FDM combines these signals together and sends them simultaneously as they travel separately in their own non-overlapping subchannels. In summary, FDM is about a frequency channel, and each user uses its own non-overlapping frequency channel. TDM is about time allocation. Every user is given with the same amount of time in TDM or different amount of time in statistical multiplexing. You may ask, when do we use TDM and when do we use FDM? To answer this question, we need to know about baseband and broadband. Baseband deals with digital signals. Baseband systems can transmit only one signal at a time. Digital signals occupy the entire bandwidth, which means baseband systems requires an exclusive use of the channel's capacity. When I use a wire, no one else can use it at the same time. Ethernet is an example of a baseband system. TDM and statistical TDM are used in baseband system. Broadband transmissions deal with analog signals, which are in the form of optical or radio frequency waves. Broadband allows multiple transmissions at the same time. They can share one channel by using different frequency range. Thus, FDM is used in the broadband system. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you very much.
I believe that this video is helpful. So those like last time somebody asked me about the broadband and other things. So I believe that it is also make you clear about that broadband things, and the baseband means the single band things. Okay, so we know those things as well. Okay, so
Sir, one question, sir.
Yes, of course.
A very small one, sir. So the internet connection that we get to our homes, so we call that broadband, right, sir? So
yes.
That is broadband. That is not baseband. That is broadband.
Okay, that is broad. Like I can show here. Okay, so.
But then again, here it says that the Ethernet protocol uses baseband. So.
Baseband, exactly, sir. That is why I'm confused, sir.
Okay, so let me clear it. Yes, let me show my screen. Okay, so what I mean, like here it says Baseband, okay?
that uses TDM is used in Ethernet connections.
Okay.
This is what they say. And I know in my house, I get broadband.
Okay.
So the broadband that I get in my home is acting like the baseband. So is that actually baseband or is that broadband?
No,
Because here broadband is defined in a different way.
So in your home, the modem, because in your home, how the internet connection is came to your home, there are so many devices. So in your home, this is your device, okay? And are you there? So be with me. Don't mute. Be with me. Who is asking the question?
I'm here, sir. I'm here.
Okay,
I can
okay.
hear you, sir.
Be with me, okay?
Yes, sir.
So in your home, this is your laptop or mobile phone, okay? Then you have one router.
Yes.
Then the connection is coming from ISP, okay?
Yes, sir.
And from the router, you are connecting. So this is actually Ethernet. Sorry, this is actually Ethernet, okay? From your router to your computer is Ethernet, and
Okay,
from
sir.
ISP to your router is broadband. You know that this is broadband.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So from your ISP to you, they are using several data for different users, okay? So if they want to send video, voice, so many things, they send it from there to you with that, okay? So here, each of the, or in the broadband, they can use different FDM. So 100 FDM can be there. 100 FDM means 100 baseband signal can be accommodated over here, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
So broadband means each of the carrier signals are there. So carrier signals are different, but each of the carrier signal can accommodate the baseband things, okay? So here you have this red line.
Yes, sir.
This red line means this one. So inside the broadband, it will use only this carrier length to send this red one. So another user will send the blue one, another user will send the orange one, so on, okay? So it's actually the broadband. So because of the broadband, what happened? Your baseband can get a dedicated or high-speed connection for you.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Because of that, you are getting very high-speed things. So the way you produce it from your device, the same way it can send to another device, okay?
Okay. Okay.
And the ISP should share the line. So if it is not broadband, if it is ADSL or other things, that time it will be totally shared line. If it is totally shared line, you cannot use because sometimes you have to watch Bangladesh match, okay? So if you miss one ball, it will be not good, okay? So that time you need a broadband connection so that you can get a dedicated frequency division multiplexing for your signal.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I am giving some knowledge from my master's class. Okay.
Oh my God. Okay, sir. Okay. Okay.
But believe me, those who are very interested for this kind of research work, or even for after class discussion, you are always welcome. Okay, please communicate with me through the Google Classroom or other private things. It is really, for me, it's like a Alice in Wonderland.
Thank you, sir.
Really, Alice in Wonderland. Believe me, there are so many things, and do not think that I'll read it again. Okay, and those who are thinking that my very good friends are there, I'll discuss with him or her, he will explain all the things. I'll tell them, in the market, if you go and if you want to buy a mobile, and there are two kinds of mobile, one is iPhone and one is Symphony. What mobile will you buy if you have money?
iPhone, sir.
Huh?
iPhone, sir. iPhone.
Okay, so thing is, the discussion or description or explanation from a PhD holder professor and discussion and description from a friend of you who is now in 3rd year, even he don't have the bachelor degree, he has only HSC degree. I don't know whether the certificate is there. So you have to choose. It is you whether you have to choose the iPhone or the Symphony, though the both phone can work. Okay, so this is you, that whether you will be attend the class or you will hear the things from the recorded video or from your friend. It is totally depend upon you, your imagination power, and you're something. Oh, I have to finish the class.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is you. Okay, so if you think that I am something, I want.
Yes, sir. You're my iPhone, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I want to break my dream. You have to have a good coach. Okay, you have to have a good things. Okay, so make your decision first. Okay, so let me finish very quickly because the Maghrib Azan will be there. Next one, I'll discuss these things already, and in the next class, I'll discuss this again, but just was the figure. So just think that this is your side and this is the side of the destination. Okay, so we have some bits per second, R bits per second, R bits per something. This is the server, this is the client. This is RS or something. So we call another term known as throughput. Okay, so throughput is another things. It's like the pipeline. Okay, it's the thickness of the pipe. Okay, so total pipe is there. So total pipe is known as the bandwidth. So your pipe is there. Within the pipe, if I stop or not or something, so this actually known as the throughput, the total, the rate. Okay, this throughput is the rate or bit per minute unit at which the transmission between sender and receiver. We have a bigger pipe, but the rate at which the data is moving is known as the throughput. So we can measure the throughput in the next class. I'll discuss it again, but today I want to show a little bit. Okay, so what is throughput? The rate at which the bit transfer is throughput. Just write down this one. And like rate can be measured instantly in any point here, or rate can be like on average from here to here on average. Okay, or it can be anytime, any point. This is a rate. Okay, so just look at, this is one kind of pipe, this is another pipe. So here my source pipe is smaller and the output pipe is bigger. So how much will be the speed? How much will be the rate over here? Can anyone say? Speed means the rate. Okay, 1/2 second means speed.
Sir, RS.
RS. Okay, so that means whatever speed I have, I can get the same speed over there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This is the perfect things. If you're netter, if you're designer, you can use this one, that okay, the output pipe should be bigger than input. Okay, but look at this example. Okay, I'll discuss the other letters next class, but look at this example. If your input is bigger and output is very smaller, that time what happened?
It will be RC.
It will be RC, because you are now producing high definition video, but your mobile is very low. That time your mobile will not receive this one. So your mobile will receive with the RC, though the speed of the sender is RS. Okay, so this is actually these things, that how much will be there is depends upon the word throughput, end-to-end throughput. That means I need, like I can say that, oh, I bought a router 10 Mbps, my iPhone or my phone is 100 Mbps, but why my YouTube video is 240 kbps? Because your ISP is giving 240 kbps. That's why the throughput is very slow. So this is the term that throughput is very important in our case, and because of the throughput, we have this kind of bottleneck. The best example of the bottleneck is there, that this is the bottleneck. That means this and this together. Bottleneck means this is my bottle. At the neck, we have the, yes, Adan is there. I want to finish. Okay, so Yes. Azan is there. You can mute. So I want to finish because I have to go for prayer as well. So you can finish as well. So last question was there. I will discuss those one in the next session. Sorry, today because of the discussion, I don't know that I have to go a little bit faster as well. Please let's finish the class now, okay? And thank you very much.
Sir, can you show me the first question?
First question.
For the feedback.
Okay. So
Feedback.
those who want to leave, you may leave now.
Sir, what about the last one, sir?
Last one, just write down not applicable or next class, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, next class, the 27th.
Thank you, sir. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, okay? So, Trina is there. Are Trina, are you there?
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay, can you stay back? And Fabia, are you there?
Sir. Ji, sir. Achieve.
Can you stay back? Though the Salat is okay. So I want please stay back. I will end the meeting. You may enter again.
Okay, sir.
Please, I am ending the meeting. Please stay back. So thank you very much, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Assalamu
alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum assalam. Please say
Sir,
your.
what's the first question for feedback?
First question is, what is store and forward? Store and forward means store means the entire packet must be arrived at the router, then forward to the next one. Okay, this is.
Yes, I need the question solely. The second one, sir.
Second question, what is packet queuing and packet loss?
Sir.
Yes.
So about the assignment extension, can you discuss it with the CRs, please?
Yes. Maybe I'll extend 1 week. No worry. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir, for considering.
Yeah. So I'll discuss that one, and in the group, in the Google Classroom, I'll extend that one. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. So Fabian, Trina, please stay back. I am concluding. Thank you very much. If you don't have any question. Thank you.